I do. I don't want to be so worried.
But you have to admit you can talk.
No, I don't.
Excuse me.
Yeah, it's actually, I totally don't. Sure, I will be. Yeah. So hello, good to see you. Shabbat shalom. I what?
Actually, bring Israel.
Oh,
Especially, because I was there once. I brought my drum and it
la 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 I will build this world from love. Here we go. I will build this world from love. La 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 la. And you must build this world from love. La 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 la. And if we build this world from love, da 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 da, then God will build this world from love. La 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 la. Olam chesed yivaneh. Olam La 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 la. Olam chesed yibaneh. La 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 la. Same Hebrew words. Olam chesed yibaneh. La 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 la. Olam chesed yibaneh. La 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 la. I will build this world from love. La 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 la. And you must build this world from love. La 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 la. And if we build this world from love, la 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 la, then God will build this world from love. La 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 la. You've got it. Olam chesed, olam chesed yibaneh. La 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 la. Olam chesed yibaneh. La 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 la. Olam chesed yibaneh. La 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 la. Olam chesed yibaneh. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Somehow when I begin Shabbat with that prayer, I know where I am, I know who I am, and I know what I need to do. Olam chesed yibaneh. We can build this world of love. So take a moment for yourself and notice where you are. Notice what you need. Notice what you're bringing this evening to Shabbat. And most importantly, notice what you are hoping for, hoping to cultivate this evening, hoping to cultivate this hour. 129, paragraph 2, a Sephardic tune. The voice of my beloved is approaching. The Sabbath is a time to open our hearts to intimacy, to loving and being loved, to knowing our relationship with the Sacred One. Kol dohodi, kol dohodi, kol dohodi, nei zeba. Kol dohodi, kol dohodi, kol dohodi, nei zeba. Midalleg al harim, mekafetz al hagbaot. Midalleg al harim, mekafetz al hagbaot. Kol dohodi, kol dohodi, kol dohodi, nei zeba. Where else would we want to be on a rainy Shabbat evening but with one another? So before we launch into our prayers, just swivel in your chair and greet someone you didn't come in with and introduce yourself and wish them a good Shabbos so we know who we are praying with this evening. And turning back to page 120, Zara, I'm going to ask you to come forward and give me a hand. I lost the candles. Help me to light the Shabbos candles. As these Shabbat candles that we are about to light give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us, as their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. It is traditional to give our little ones and our big little ones a blessing on Shabbat. May you be like Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. May you be exactly like Sarah as the beautiful, brilliant girl that you are. Shabbat shalom. Okay. And noticing together as we sit in the room, as we care for one another and welcome the Sabbath, if we ever needed to, which we won't need to, we could always exit the synagogue the way that we came in at the front door, or right out the back of the chapel on both ends of the religious school. There are exits to outside of the building. And if for some reason that wasn't available and we went into the social hall, there are doors there, or in the main sanctuary up behind the bima, there's an emergency exit. We shouldn't know from it. Lecha Dodi, page 138, 139. We not only keep one another safe, but we lift one another into Shabbat over the rolling hills of Tzvat, where this prayer and poem was written, paragraphs 1 and 2, 5 and 9. When we reach the 9th paragraph, it is our tradition to stand and face an entrance to the synagogue. We do so to say, if anyone's having a hard time, we welcome them and help them come through the door. If anybody is new, we want them to know that they have a place with us. And for all of us, there is a connection with nature, with the outdoors. We bring nature into our prayers from above, from outside, and into our hearts. Lecha Dodi. Lecha Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Panei Shabbat Nekabela. Lecha Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Panei Shabbat Nekabela. Paragraph 1. Shamor v'zachor v'dibor echad. Hishmi anu el hamyuchad. Adonai echad ushmo echad. L'shem u'tiferet v'lichila lecha lecha dodi. Likrat kala. Panei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi. Likrat kala. Panei Shabbat nekabela. Paragraph 2. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha. Hi mekor habracha. Merosh mikedem nesucha. Sof ma'aseh b'machshava. Techila lecha lecha dodi. Likrat kala. Panei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, panei Shabbat nekabela. Paragraph 5. Hitoreri, kiva orech kumi uri, shir daberi. Kivod Adonai alayich negila lecha dodi. Likrat kala, panei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, panei Shabbat nekabela. Please stand with me. Iboi v'shalom, ateret ba'ala, gam b'simcha u'v'tohala, toch emunei am segula. Boi kala, lecha dodi. Likrat kala, panei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, panei Shabbat nekabela. La 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 la. La 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 la. So now we're going to go Od lo ahavti dai. So let's make a circle for anyone who would like to dance with us. Come, Melanie, and we're going to go left first. So we're going to do a mime step, left. Okay. Oh, I see I've got a little bit of a. Here we go. Let's close our circle. Here we go. Die, 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 die. Rock in. Die, 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 die. Rock in. Die, 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 die. Die, 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 die. Joy. Woo! Go right. Right. Right and turn. Joy. Woo! Go right. Die, 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 die. Now from the top, it's a Mayim step. Here we go. Die, 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 die. Rock in. Die, 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 die. Die, die, die. Die, 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 die. Die, 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 die. Die, 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 die. Woo! Die, 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 die. Die, 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 die. Die, 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 die. Woo! Die, 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 die. Die, 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 die. Die, 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 die. Awesome. So I hope that got your prayers flowing. All right. All right. You know what happens, Zara? If this one was once your size, and she prayed here every week, and that's what happens. Holding that place, 145. I invite 145 entrances to holiness are everywhere. The possibility of ascent is all the time, even at unlikely places and unlikely times. There is no place on earth without the presence. On the facing page, Yitkadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabba Ve'alma divrach irute V'yamlich malchute B'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayedecho Beit Yisrael Ba'agala, ba'agala, uvizmahan kariv, ve'immeru, amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevorach, le'olam ul'almei olmaya, yitbarach, yitbarach, ve'yishtabach, ve'yitpa'ar, ve'yitromam, ve'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, v'yit'aleh, v'yit'halal, Shmei d'kudesha barichu, le'elam min kol berchata, v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiram be'alma, ve'immeru, Amen. Calling one another into formal worship. 146. It is our tradition, as you are able to stand, and for us to face Yerushalayim, to face Jerusalem, not as a kind of pledge for what is, but perhaps an aspiration for what can be, what is the best of our people, our values, and what unites us together in hope. Ya la 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 Baruch et Adonai Alai Lalai Amevorach Dai 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 Baruch Mevorach le'olam va'ed. Lai 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 ya la lai la lai lai ya la lai la lai 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 lai. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. 148. Thank you. Marveling at the natural world, weaving it literally into our prayers, knowing darkness and light that rolls one into the other, grief and joy, disappointment and achievement. We pray together, 148, Baruch Ata Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidva'aro ma'ariv aravim, bechokma poteach she'arim, uvitvuna meshane etim, umachalif et hazmanim, umsader et hakochavim, b'mishmerotehem, barakia kirtzono, borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or. Umavir yom umevi laila, umavdil ben yom uven laila, Adonai tzevaot shemo, El chai v'kayam tamid yimloch aleinu, le'olam va'ed. Baruch ata Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. Amen. 151. Ahavat olam at the very bottom of the page. Infinite love, infinite Torah, infinite source. Torah is what HaShekhinah has revealed to us and what we discern from Hatzor, ideas and ideals, laws and mitzvot, our religious heritage. It unfolds our memories of Sarah and Abraham, of Miriam and Moses and the prophets. It is legislation and explanation, allowing questions that challenge and answers that inspire, all a quest for meaning. It is our way of life, a path for our souls, and the design for a better world. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. 152. As you are able, we stand. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. 154. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha uv'chol nafshecha uv'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadavarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavcha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'debarta b'ham b'shivtecha b'veitecha uv'lechtecha v'aderech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha ug'shartam le'ot ahal yadecha v'hayu l'totafot bein einecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvihi sharecha. 155 together. Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work, whether you are tired or you are rested. Let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They are reminders to do all of my mitzvot so that you can be holy for HaShekhinah. I am Adonai, your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai HaShekhinah. Adonai Elohechem Emed. 159. Sing the song of people, joined in understanding and respect. The song of God's miracles, an earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come. The song of a land once ravaged by war, ravaged by violence, now quiet and content. Her soldiers home to leave no more, her children free to go to school in the morning with the privilege of returning at the end of the day well and whole. The song of a world redeemed, the song of peace. As we turn to page 158, we recognize that Birkat Geula, the prayer of redemption, requires that we partner with God to heal this world of ours. And if there are wars raging, like in Ukraine, where people can no longer take care of their most basic needs for survival, or if we have created and enabled and allowed a world where, like in Nashville, Tennessee, children can go to school in the morning and what happened can happen, then we have not adequately partnered with God. When you walked in today and when you leave, in the center of the lobby, I've left action sheets that will invite you to make a call, to follow a URL and upload a message directly to a senator, or to write a postcard that I've already paid for. All you need to do is turn the sheet over, look at one of my suggested paragraphs, write a paragraph to your senator, and put it in the mailbox next to the table. And after Shabbat, I will get them in the mail. I will be making calls every day to every senator, Republican and Democrat, and calling as an American citizen, as a voting American, as a person of faith, as a clergy person, for the Senate to pass the ban against assault rifles. 158. Ya la 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 la, la 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 la. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi chamocha ned arba kodesh. Hora, Nora, Hilot, Hilot. Oh, Sefele, oh, Sefele, oh, Sefele. Bokeh hayam, bokeh hayam, lifnei Moshe u'Miriam. Zeili anu ve'amaru Adonai lo le'olam va'ed, le'olam va'ed. 161. I'm asking that we begin with the English and then move to the Hebrew. I'm asking that we own this prayer of sheltering presence, of peace, peace that we ask for from the source, peace that we create for one another, for our neighbors, and for our children. Bob and Alexandra are used to a different key than my voice goes. I think I'm not going to do that key. We'll go straight. Let's go straight. Sorry. Okay. Sorry about that. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashkivei shalom ve'ha'amidenu shomreinu lechaim ufros aleinu sukat shalomecha Adonai Eloheinu Hashkivenu L'Shalom. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. The Baal Shem Tov teaches us that every word that we offer in prayer has the responsibility of lifting up to heaven. It can only do that when we connect our hearts and souls to the words we pray. Pray as if everything depended on God. Act as if everything depended on you as you are able. 164. We open in prayer together, and then each of us find the unwritten prayer, the prayer that is waiting to be articulated on this Shabbat. The traditional tefillah goes through 180, and when you have completed your prayers, work your way back to your seats. Lai, 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 lai. Adonai, sifatai tiftach, ufi yagid, tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, ya la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. La 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 la. we reach for you, HaShekhinah, from our quiet places. May we stand still for a brief moment and listen to the rain. Stand still for a brief moment and watch the play of sunlight and shadow on the leaves. For a brief moment, listen to the world. Let us stop the wheels of every day to be aware of Shabbat. Find the stillness in the sanctuary, which the soul cherishes. Renew the covenant of an ancient people. We need a quiet space to test the balance of our days, the weight of our own deeds against the heaviness of the world's demands. The balance is precarious. Steady us with faith. Quiet places and stillness, where we will hear our own best impulses speak. Quiet places and stillness from which we will reach out to each other. We will find strength in silence, and with the strength, we will turn again to your service. 180. Shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru, amen. Shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru, amen. La 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 la, ya la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Oh, say shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru, amen. Oh, say shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru, amen. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. That melody comes from one of our sister congregations, a Reformed congregation in Jerusalem called Nava Tehillah, and it's my newest favorite place to tell members of the congregation to visit when they are in Israel, in Jerusalem. And I will tell you that when we sing it there, everybody's singing so loud, and I hear them now when I sing with you, and waiting for us to sound on that level. So I'm going to ask that we turn together to 677. And as I begin to read the names of loved ones who are in need of healing, I will hold members of our congregation and then look to you to add names for your loved ones, for other people who need healing of body and of spirits. We will be saying Ana, Elna, Rifana, La on this Shabbat. I ask that our prayers go out to Todd Albelli, Amelia Byers, Audrey Cohn, Connie Creedon Muller, Phyllis Fillmore, Ellie Edelwitz, Lou Klein, Mary Jane Klein, Ellen Leifer, Ken Lyjak, Jack Lyons, David Mallon, Jane Meyerson, Susan Otsenis, Merle Perlmutter, Claude Schleuder, Sloan Shortley, Kahana Skalnick, Lynn Spiro, Jenny Sumber, Tali Talman Mineo, Ben Wilder, Sue Worthman, and Lauren Petties.
My cousin Sam Rosen is waiting for heart and kidney transplant. Judy Gilbert. Emma Moorcraft, John Gaston, Barbara Pleasant, Susan Radbeer, Karen Raphael, Jeffrey Eisenstein, Ellen Fine, Lee Sue.
Susan Beatty.
Jacobs.
Celia Eisenstein, David Eisenstein, Martha Rosen, and Annette Gambino Schuster.
On the bottom of the page, 677. Ana, Elna, Rifana, La. Rifana, La. Ana, Elna, Rifana, La. Ana, Elna, Rifana, La. Ana, Elna, Rifana, La. Ana, Elna, So I want to begin my teaching with one of our minhagim that I usually do later. I want to start it now. If you have besorot tovot, if you have something good that you can share with us in a word or a sentence, please share it. Some good news that you would like to share with the community.
We're going to Florida tomorrow.
That's amazing, amazing. And I know that you're going to be with Zara's grandmother and with your mom, and that is so special. That is so special. Amazing. Good news.
Just celebrated my grandson's 33rd birthday.
Yay, your grandson's 33rd birthday. I can't believe it. I feel like I'm part of their life. Every week I know what's going on with them. I love it. I love it. More good news.
Our twin grandchildren, Ben and Anna, are going to be 18.
Oh, amazing. Yom Holedet Sameach. I did their covenant ceremony. Yeah, good news.
We sold our former home in West Early, and I got my sweat equity back.
I love it. I love it.
Unpacked, mostly, and we're headed out on Sunday, and we're finally going on that cruise, and we can't wait to get out of here.
Zis and Pesach.
I'll be 61 Sunday, and my cousin's little kid's having a baby.
Amazing, David. Amazing. Mazel tov. Any last good news?
Corinne will be 13 on Wednesday.
Oh, that is big. That was a perfect one. That is big. You know, I began with good news because if I tell you about our portion this Shabbos, I'm going to tell you it's the second portion in the book of Leviticus. And so you're going to say to me, "Oy, not again." The book of Leviticus, all those sacrifices, what is it talking about? Why don't we edit that book out? What are we doing with the book of Leviticus anyway, we liberal, progressive, reformed Jews? What does it have to say to me? That's a question I ask myself frequently. But if you sometimes over Shabbat look at Leviticus 7:12, you're going to see something amazing. A sentence that makes the whole book worthwhile. This sentence is the source of our daily prayer of gratitude. Now, it is written as, in Leviticus 7:12, the responsibility of offering a korban todah. A korban todah. Now, you know the word todah. It means thank you. Korban, you want to say to me, yeah, I know that. Sacrifice. I don't hear sacrifice. I hear the root of the word, kuf, resh, bet, karev. And korban comes from the word karev, and it means get close. So, we're going to get close to the source with todah, with gratitude. This verse is the source of our daily prayer. For those of you who pray with me Shabbat morning, every Shabbat morning, we say modeh or modah or odeh, depending on our pronouns. Modeh, modah, odeh, ani. Full of thanks am I. Now, we say it on Shabbat morning for my Shabbat morning goers, but a traditional Jew gets up in the morning, and that's the first prayer that I say. I wake up and I say, Modah ani. I am filled with gratitude. That daily prayer comes from our portion today. This idea that every day and on Shabbat, we learned from the book of Leviticus, we should be filled with mindfulness and gratitude. Now, I was reading Rabbi Jonathan Sachs, Zichrono Livracha, of blessed memory, and he noted it's very weird how the phrase is inverted. It should say, Ani moda, I am thankful. Why does it say moda ani? Thankful am I. Jonathan calls this a position of gratitude with attitude. It is a life-changing idea. It is a life-enhancing idea. If we lead first with gratitude, not with the I, first with gratitude, moda, thankful, ani, am I. You might guess that most of us wake up in the morning with the I. But if we could adopt this practice and wake up in the morning first with gratitude, wherever the I may be, we begin with gratitude, and there is a possibility of transcendence of the human condition. We actually could change.
Become Jedis.
Absolutely. You know, when something good happens, we have a deeply spiritual experience of goodness. It moves us toward gratitude. Ah, that was amazing, right? My twin grandchildren are 18. Amazing, I'm filled with gratitude. And giving thanks will naturally contribute to a sense of health and well-being for each of us. And the more that we express gratitude, then the more that we experience celebration, and traditionally, the happier we are. It's a simple formula. The reality is that after loss, we also have the ability to sharpen our appreciation for the gift that we had. And I will say that after this week, after Nashville, I once again found myself unsure of how to get up in the morning and how to put a foot forward and what to say to you on this Shabbat. A place that was supposed to be safe. Actually, a place of faith. A haven for children. And yet 3 children who went to school that morning did not go home. And 3 adults, an educator, an administrator, and a staff person, by all accounts, people who were loved and loving, people who touched lives and cared, lost their lives. You know, the Talmud talks about the section in our Torah too, and from that section in Leviticus 7:12, Korban, Todah, we should give thanks. The Talmud comes up with 4 difficult situations. If you've traveled overseas, if you've crossed a desert, if you've recovered from an illness, or if you've been released from prison, you should do something that we do here called Birkat HaGomel. Now, we do it anytime that someone has had a harrowing experience. Someone has experienced something that was potentially devastating, and then they actually did okay. And the next Shabbat that they come in, we call them up to the Torah, and we do Birkat HaGomel. We do a prayer that says, oh my goodness, it could have been otherwise, but you are okay, and we are filled with gratitude. In fact, as much as I like the idea that when good things happen, we can feel celebration and transcendence, the reality is that the psychologists suggest that we are genetically predisposed to pay more attention to the bad than the good. And actually, it's a survival technique. If that is scary, or that can harm me, or that is hurtful, and I'm aware of it, then maybe I can stay alive. Well, tonight, I want to try and figure out how being thankful can help us to stay alive. How being thankful in the present can help us not only to appreciate what we have been granted, but specifically will enable us to share that goodness with others. That's what I think our Leviticus Parashat Tzav is teaching us and challenging us. Some of you have heard this from me, but it's worth repeating. And I will only repeat it 1 or 2 more times. I promise. I love this idea that we say Moda'ani every Shabbat. I love this idea that some of us have this practice of saying prayers of gratitude every morning. Did you know that our Judaism requires that we say 100 prayers of gratitude, 100, every day? Every day, we notice 100 things that we can stop and say, amazing. I'm grateful. That's good. That's nice. That is a gift. 100 times. And I repeat it because truthfully, for most of us, that would feel impossible. But it's a good challenge. I say to my students, take a little piece of paper, a little teeny notebook, keep it in your pocket, and see if you can get close to 100 in a day. Every time you can acknowledge something good, write it down and see how you are changed. Back to the Korban Todah, the subject of our teaching this evening. It's interesting that like the 100 blessings, the Korban Todah had to be done in one day. It had to be consumed in one day. Whatever was brought by law, the halakha on the Korban Todah, whatever was brought had to be consumed on that day. So it could never just be consumed by the priests or by the one who brought it. You had to bring others in with you. And that was a tradition. Bring your neighbors, bring your family, bring the people you're trying to make peace with. Bring everyone in. We were told that to do a Korban Todah, you had to bring, in addition to the Korban, 40 loaves of challah. 40 loaves of challah. Yeah, 40, like wandering through the desert. But try and imagine what it would be like to consume 40 loaves of bread in one day. It's impossible to do it alone. So if there's goodness, Korban Todah, for me, then it must be shared with others. Goodness. We have goodness. We have goodness because listen to the silence here. And the safety here. And the privilege here. Because our congregation was able to set us up with multiple cameras on every side of the building, because we have amazing congregants who come and sit at the locked door as greeters to welcome people in and to make sure that they can open the door wide for everyone who comes in peace. But this goodness that we have not only needs to be shared, but it is not a given. In 2023, and you have to sit through it because It's still going on. There have been more than 125 mass shootings. Just in 2023, we're not even halfway through. More than 125 mass shootings, 39 incidents of gunfire with fatalities and casualties on school grounds, 39. Guns, not cancer, not car accidents. Guns are the number one killer of our children. More than 9,800 people were killed with gun violence so far in 2023. And the thing is that that's America. That's not the way it is in other countries. We can do it differently. We just need to be willing to insist that it be done differently. It doesn't have to be. In fact, something like 98% of Americans today, sometimes it goes down to 96%, but over 90% of the Americans, even including gun owners and gun enthusiasts, do believe it's a good idea to ban assault weapons. More than 98% of the Americans believe we should ban assault weapons, and yet we don't have an assault weapons ban. When we did have an assault weapons ban, deaths went down precipitously. And yet, we can't seem to get our leaders to bring the bill to the Senate and to vote it in. How lucky and privileged we are in our relative safety and goodness, but it is not a given. Perhaps it never was, but it is not today. And if we have learned nothing else, we better take to heart that peaceful havens, or once peaceful havens, like schools and synagogues and churches and mosques, have been shattered and will continue to be shattered with violence until we insist that it be done differently. And what are we going to do with the fact that so far we've been under the radar, that we are okay, that this place is okay? What are we going to do with that privilege, with that goodness, and with that gratitude? Jacob's fourth son's name is, anyone remember? Yehuda. It's where Jew comes from, Yehuda. And what is the root of Yehuda? Modeh, todah, thanks, gratitude. When Leah gave birth to Jacob's fourth son, she said, I will give thanks, Odeh. Yehuda is the precursor of the Jewish people, Yehudi, Jew. We use Yehuda as our identity, Jew, Yehudi, so that we can live a life of gratitude. The Korban Todah teaches us that we don't get to have that gratitude without sharing it. We don't exist alone. The Korban Todah moves us to action to make sure that our neighbors, that all children, that all neighborhoods, that all states are safe. In the table in the lobby, I have written a 2-page suggestion of actions. There's a list of the 100 senators with each of their phone numbers. Every day, I will be calling between 2 and 5 of them. I ask you to take that list and do the same thing, even if you call one a day, and follow the text that I wrote or make up your own text and demand that as an American citizen, as a voter, as a person of faith, that you want them to vote yes to affirm an assault weapons ban. You can just take the URL on your phone and put the URL into your phone, and if you push on it, the United States will appear on your screen. If you push on New York, your two senators will come up, Schumer and Gillibrand, and then if you push contact, you can send a message every day without taking any time. It's as quick as a text. Follow my message on the back of my sheet or make up your own and say, how are you doing today, Senator Schumer? Have you gone any farther in bringing the assault weapons ban to the floor? He's a powerful senator. Let's bombard him with daily emails and calls. And if you're not into that, then take a few minutes at the end of services. I've already paid for the postcard and the stamp and printed out labels for both Senator Gillibrand and Senator Schumer. Turn it over, write a message to them, sign your name, put it in the mailbox, and after Shabbat, and every Shabbat, I will send another message from you to our senators. We say, Lo alecha hamlacha ligmor. You don't need to solve this on your own. V'lo ata ben chorin lehibatel mimena. You and I are not free to desist from this responsibility. Let us be moved to action. Let us share the bread and the gratitude and the privilege with our children, with our neighbors, with future generations, so that we can actually have peace.
Amen.
I'm going to ask you to go to page 657, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Peace can actually still come for us. It's the last prayer. Oh, you got it? Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam Shalom. Salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam Shalom. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. And a moment now to turn our thoughts to loved ones. I'm going to begin with those 6 that we have been learning about this week from Nashville, Tennessee, holding them in our hearts, allowing their memories to move us to action and ichpatiyut, to giving Adarn. And I'm going to ask that if you are someone in our congregation who has sustained a recent loss, a loved one who died this week, this month, or this past year, if you would stand at this time. And I'd ask that you share the name of your loved one. And Suzanne Eichhorn Priven, our Rabbi Emeritus Jonathan Eichhorn's wife, and Richard Buddy Krakowski, Darlene and Alan Levitt's brother and brother-in-law, and David Blancher, Judy Blancher's dear friend and ex-husband, and Lori Blancher's father. As I read the names of loved ones who died in this season in years past, please stand with those who are standing. Lena Bosch, Isaac Cohn, Barry Cohn's father, Bertha Kahn, Chaya Devorah Froman, Selma Gold, Carmel Gold's mother-in-law, Virginia Hill, Melanie Hill's beloved, Eva Kaplan, Sylvia Kaufman Brown, Carolyn Cernitsky's mother, Morris Lamb, Melanie Hill's grandfather, Toby Lieberman, Evie Rosenthal's mother, Joseph Mazur, Phyllis Wofield's father, Joseph Perrin, Ginny Perrin's father, Bibi Shapiro, Judy Golub's aunt, Henny Simon, Paula Markovitz's mother-in-law, Miriam Wolf, and Ann Zinn, Randy Zinn's grandmother. We stand together with those who are standing, knowing that when we do, we support our neighbors, our friends, members of our congregation. As we do, we bring memory and love to the martyrs of our people who died and left no one to say Kaddish. As we do, we bring our love to the people of every race and nation who live their lives as a blessing to humanity. I believe in the sun even when it's not shining. I believe in love even when feeling it not. I believe in God even when God is silent. 598. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah. Be'alma divrach irutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehei shmei Rabba mevorach le'olam ulalmei olmaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shmei dekudesha barichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tush b'chata v'nechemata da'amiram b'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shmaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol b'nei Adam v'imru. Amen. Come, join me. Don't sit. Come join me. Ma yafeh hayom Shabbat shalom. Ma yafeh hayom, ma yafeh hayom, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat. You guys can hold it together. It's filled with wine. Vayehi erev, vayehi voker, yom hashishi. Vayechulu hashamayim v'aretz v'chol tzeva'am. Vayechol Elohim bayom hashvi'i melachto asher asah. וישפוט ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה, ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי, ויקדש אותו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו, אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות צברי. ברוך אתה אדוני, אלוהינו מלך העולם, בורא פרי הגפן, אמן. ברוך אתה אדוני, אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר קידשנו במצוותיו ורצה בנו, בשבת קודשו, באהבה וברצון הנחילנו, זיכרון למעשה וראשית, כי הוא יום תחילה למקרא קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים, כי בנו בחרת, ואותנו קידשת עם כל העמים, ושבת קודשך, באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני, מקדש השבת. Amen. L'chaim. You can have a sip if you'd like. There we go. And if you hold that for me, Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to the one above. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Shabbat shalom, everybody. You can put it down and grab yourself a piece for you and for your mom. Thank you. Zara, I am so happy to see you here. Thank you, you did so well. Grab yourself some challah, my dear. Have some challah, David. Shalom.